Hi everyone, my name is Ikhsan usually called Ikhsan. I am currently a Master's in Islamic Finance Practice student in Inceif University, Malaysia. I'm currently in my third semester and inshallah by the next semester I'll be completing my studies. Previously, I've been working in the fintech industry in OVO, one of the largest e-wallets in Indonesia, which is actually part of Grab Group. And prior to that, I've been working in the technology consulting advisory space within multiple number of management consultant companies such as PwC, KPMG, and Accenture. So I've always been in love with Islamic finance, and I think the past couple of years, especially in Indonesia, Islamic finance have been growing at a very fast pace. And I think in my industry, which is the digital and technology, it also have been growing rapidly in a very fast pace. So the motivation behind studying Islamic finance at Inceif was to combine basically between Islamic finance and digitalization, especially through Islamic fintech. Since day one, when I stepped foot into Kuala Lumpur, it has always been a positive experience. I've been enjoying the stay here, the environment, condition, especially because I'm bringing my family, my wife and two kids. It's very family friendly. There's a lot of family attractions. So I think for a young family who's looking to study abroad, Kuala Lumpur will be a great choice. Second, for Islamic finance itself, I think now and for the past couple of years, Malaysia has always been the global leader in Islamic finance. So the experience here, the network has always been supporting toward the growth of Islamic finance, and I've been learning a lot with the leading practices and innovations that Malaysia has been doing, especially through Bank Negara and the Securities Commission, which has been very valuable learning to get studying here in Inceif, Malaysia. Yeah, Alhamdulillah, praise to Allah, I have been awarded the Mtcp scholarship. So Mtcp is actually one of the affiliate of Malaysia's Ministry of Higher Education. I've been one of the lucky one out of 15 awardees that have been rewarded this scholarship, and I think it is pretty challenging because there's so many applicants and they only take 15 people every year. But actually the process of applying for the scholarship itself is quite simple and straightforward. You can do the application through the online portal and the MTCP scholarship, and we only need to submit some documents like our academic records and other stuff like our passport, and then fill in, I think it was a 5 to 7 page form of data. But I think one of the most important thing to prepare to get at least shortlisted is the motivation letter, where you need to be very clear of expressing why you would like to study in Malaysia and how would MTCP as an institution help you achieve your goals. And I think finally it's a two-stage process. So first one is the academic and administrative screening, where all your documents and data in the form on the online application portal will be reviewed. And I think last time during my time there were around 30 to 40 shortlisted candidates. Then we continue, we'll get an email saying that we'll be shortlisted, and we'll schedule for an online Zoom interview. So the interview takes around 1 hour, and basically the questions all about motivations of study in Malaysia, what do you want to do with your degree, what are your plans, and what do you want to achieve once you fulfill and complete your studies in Malaysia. So it was a very exciting experience, but also very challenging. But I think it will be very great for any one of you to try and submit your application to MTCP. I have only three. Number one, as I said before, the motivation letter. I think this will be your the one of the most important documents you submit outside of your academic record, because it will be the key differentiator between you and all the other candidates in the application pool, right? So make sure you write something that is not too long, not too fuzzy, but very clear and concise about your motivation to study and what you want to do and what's your plans during using this degree that you are likely to pursue. Number two, I think it's getting the right mix of your your reference letter or your recommendation letter. So for me personally, I had need to submit at least two recommendation letters. One is from my previous bachelor's degree academic supervisor, and second is from my current supervisor at work. So those are the people who I think will be able to give a very good testimony about your hard work, your willingness to learn, and your commitment towards doing this kind of activity. And finally, the third recommendation is, once you get shortlisted and invited to the interview, be very prepared. And I think this is especially important for your PowerPoint presentation. So for me, I think I had my presentation slides prepared, I think within 2 weeks in advance before the interview. I got them reviewed multiple times, and I think the key is make it very interesting, put in some pictures, tell the interviewers about yourself, and I think most importantly, don't make it too long, and use it as a guideline during your presentation, and don't read out every single thing, but more of a guideline. And I think the rule of thumb is a maximum of 10 PowerPoint presentation slides would be best. And by the end of the presentation, you'll have 15 minutes question and answer. And I think if you have been preparing the slides very well, it will be very easy to answer the questions that you'll be given. So I think for everyone who would like to study Islamic finance, who would like to learn more about this particular growing topic globally, and especially in Southeast Asia, whether it's a master's degree, PhD, or even a professional certification that Inceif offers, I would like to invite you all to try and have a look at what Inceif has offers, and I can guarantee that you will not regret this experience studying in Inceif, because I think one of the key reasons is this university is well recognized globally. They have lecturers that come not only from Malaysia but all over the country, who have been very experienced, well known in this industry for the last couple of decades. And I think most importantly, for practitioners out there like me, the MIFP program, I think, suits you perfectly, because you will be getting a degree that not only teaches you things that will be for academic purposes, but it will be very encouraged during the classroom. The discussion is all practical examples, so you will be able to apply what you have learned in Inceif University during your work, your current work, or even if you want to switch a career to Islamic finance or Islamic banking. I think it will be very fruitful and useful. So let's join Inceif University. Inshallah, this experience will be barakah for you yourself and the Ummah.